topic of the day is, drumroll please, Anarchy.
How dare you!
Right about there. Let me start that over.
Damn it, Dylan!
Pay attention.
Are you ready?
Let's do this! So the reason I wanted to bring up Anarchy today was because we spoke of Michael Malice last time.
Yes,
and he
we have.
is very much an anarchist. And I have watched some of his stuff. But to be honest, I was turned on to Anarchy when I was young. I'd say probably like junior high era. I started to get into old school punk rock and things like that, which I'm sure helped kind of spark some of that.
Like
but
the Sex Pistols?
No, I didn't like the Sex Pistols. I thought they were dumb. Like, there was a couple of good ones. No, I liked the Clash and the Ramones.
I liked Ramones, Bow Wow Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Good groups.
Only the good ones. Aside from overrated Sex Pistols, I was intrigued by the idea of Anarchy and what it actually meant and why it was so popular in England at the time of their music, though.
Who started punk rock music?
I think we're at a point in time right now where anarchy is upon us because it's not just the United States anymore. The end is near.
And
This is something
the media doesn't
worldwide.
even talk about it.
Right.
You have to go to Rebel News and, you know, and
Or
now
Al
they're getting,
Jazeera TV
Yeah.
or Sky News. Or,
and then they wonder why people like Steven Crowder are getting popular.
right.
Because
Well,
you guys won't talk about it.
You're not talking about what's going on in the world.
Yo?
You're trying to keep it all sanitized.
Yo?
For whose benefit?
The definition of anarchy, according to Merriam-Webster website: absence of government, a state of lawlessness or political disorder due to the absence of governmental authority. A utopian society of individuals who enjoy complete freedom without government. Absence or denial of any authority or established order. Absence of order. Disorder.
We need a small government. Someone that serves America's interests, not special interest groups. No more lobbying.
Right.
Let's go off of facts, not how much somebody can pay you to change your mind. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. I've rejected government, the ideas of government, for a long time. And I was raised in a household that wasn't like necessarily a conspiracy theorist household, but we were taught to read between the lines of what politicians said. And not directly taught that, but listening to the adults in my family, I learned to pick apart what politicians were talking about.
Right.
And the older I got, the more and more suspicious I got of them. It's simply me questioning what could be happening behind the closed doors, behind the curtains. Even small government can be dangerous.
Yes.
Because it gives that chance for them to make the government bigger. There's always going to be someone that is seeking that seat. And unfortunately, it seems like no matter how we've set it up, it's always going to benefit the people that are in the government.
Yeah.
Even the way we have our American Republic, the way we set it up too.
Right.
It's still, especially as we have now seen over this length of time, it has allowed them the little bit of leverage that they needed to gain control.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And they could have probably done it quicker than they did, actually.
Yeah, but they're slackers. So.
Yeah, but slackers. According to Wikipedia, anarchy is a society of being freely constituted without authorities or a governing body. It may also refer to a society or group of people that entirely rejects a set hierarchy. Anarchy was first used in English in 1539, meaning an absence of government. Pierre-joseph Proudhon? I'm not really sure how to say that last name. I'm sure I butchered it.
Proudhon.
Proudhon. Proudhon.
Proudhon.
It is French. Proudhon. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, this dude, Pierre, adopted anarchy and anarchist in his 1840 treatise. I don't know what that means.
Treaties.
What is property? To refer to anarchism, a new political philosophy and social movement that advocates stateless societies based on free and voluntary associations. Anarchists seek a system based on the abolition of all coercive hierarchy, in particular the state, and many advocate for the creation of a system of direct democracy and worker cooperatives. Proudhon also wrote that anarchy is not the daughter but the mother of order. I found that interesting.
Yes. I could say a couple things in regards to that. Not the daughter, but the mother of order. Well, without order, you can't have a mother or a daughter. It's just it. It's just what it is.
It is what it is.
And order is going to be accomplished with or without anarchy. I believe in limited government. I believe in not taxation without representation, which is what's currently going on in our government today in our capital.
In practical terms, anarchy can refer to the curtailment or abolition of traditional forms of government and institutions. It can also designate a nation or any inhabited place that has no system of government or central rule. Anarchy is primarily advocated by individual anarchists who propose replacing government with individual institutions. These institutions or free associations are generally modeled on nature, since they represent concepts such as community and economic self-reliance, interdependence, or individualism. Although anarchy is often negatively used as a synonym of chaos or societal collapse, this is not the meaning that anarchists contribute to anarchy, a society without hierarchies, where it says, although anarchy is often negatively used as a synonym of chaos or societal collapse. That's something I really want us to talk about. To me, I feel like that is another one of those kind of newspeak type things, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where they have over time used the word anarchy in place of chaos, in place of when they send their hooligans out there to cause the chaos. Someone's always like, this is anarchy on the news.
This wasn't a protest, it was anarchy.
So you've got the media telling you that this is what anarchy looks like.
No, and it's wrong. It's false. It's a false narrative. They're trying to spin it.
And there could be a fine line between anarchy and chaos.
Yes.
Because for those who rise up to fight for anarchy, there will be chaos before anarchy has won. You see what I'm saying? Chaos will happen in order to take down what? Oh, the institutions and the establishment. Chaos will ensue.
Right.
If the mass population decided we want to live in an anarchist society. But before we could live in an anarchist society, we have to understand what actual liberty means.
That's a good point.
The definition of liberty, and you can look this up for yourself. I've also covered it in another episode. I will try to remember to link. The definition of liberty is freedom with self-discipline. Period. So if you cannot have self-discipline with your freedom, anarchy will not work.
No, it will not. And that's where a lot of people are at today. They have no self-discipline. That's why they think they can say what they want, do what they want, and get away with what they want.
This all comes back to that thing I keep preaching. Self-accountability. So we're just going to brief over this really quick. Proudhon. So he's basically the, oh look, it says it right there, father of anarchism. Okay, but he was a French socialist, politician, philosopher, economist, and the founder of mutualist philosophy. He was the first person to declare himself an anarchist. Using that term is widely regarded as one of anarchists' most influential theorists. Proudhon is considered by many to be the father of anarchism. He became a member of the French Parliament after the Revolution in 1848, whereafter he referred to himself as a federalist. He described the liberty he pursued, oh look, see there's that word, the liberty he pursued, as the synthesis of communism and property. So that's kind of weird.
That's very weird.
But down here, I noticed something when I was kind of glancing over it a second ago, that apparently he and Karl Marx severely disagreed. The two influenced each other and they met in Paris while Marx was exiled. But their friendship ended when Marx responded to Proudhon's The System of Economic Contradictions, or philosophy of property. The dispute became one of the sources of the split between the anarchist and the Marxist. But in other words, he believed that people has the right to their own property, whereas the communist Marxist does not.
Right.
So that's where they disagreed. So there we go. There's the difference between communism or socialism and anarchism. It's not an illusion of freedom. It's actual freedom and community, which communism portrays that that's what they're going to give you is freedom in your community.
Right.
Lo and behold, the government owns your freedom in your community. Whereas with anarchism, you own your freedom and you own your property.
Freedom! Yep.
And your community works together as a proper community with everyone in their own liberty. So, yay!
Yay!
Wouldn't that be utopian?
That would be. However, it goes back to...
It's a little bit Wild West at the same time.
Yep.
It's a utopian Wild West. Ooh, that sounds nice. I like it. Maybe it's just me. Alright, so what do you guys think about anarchy? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think it's too close to communism? Do you have no idea what we're talking about? Anyways, let us know in the comments. Share it with your friends and subscribe to get more content every time we drop that video. And if you have any more links that you would like us to refer to, maybe you have more information that we can learn from, we're all here to share information together, and that's the whole point of this channel, is that we learn together and keep talking about it. Don't forget to question everything and stay free, everyone.